My friends, in our first reading from the book of Numbers, we hear all about what the Israelites were withdrawing back into the desert and immediately began complaining about the lack of water and wanting Moses and blaming Moses for doing what he did, bringing them out of Egypt. Moses apparently did something that would prevent him from leading the people into the promised land. Like Martin Luther King Jr., he will see it, but not get there himself. Was it because Moses struck the rock twice? Was it doubt or hesitation to follow God's instructions? We aren't told what it was all about in the scripture, but there is a parallel with Peter, who despite his insight into Jesus, as he claimed him to be the Christ, he also failed the test on the night before Jesus died. God's promise to issue water from the rock in the desert was fulfilled, and the people were saved. Peter himself is the rock struck 3 times when he repeatedly denied his master. But Peter, led by God's grace, was able to lead the apostles to preach God's limitless mercy for us sinners. His failure becomes the rock and the very foundation of the church by revealing God's unconditional forgiveness. Jesus rehabilitated Peter with a triple profession of faith and love. If Peter can be saved, anyone seeking God's forgiveness and love will never be turned away. If today you hear his voice, harden not your hearts.